contributing to LP or buying FTC at any price.
Because why? Because your payout is in what? In FUSD. So they are going to buy at any price. So with this mechanism, that will confirm able to drive the FTC price up, which is going to beneficiary for all our members, right? You and me and all our old members that are actually enjoying our mining returns on a daily basis. All right, so, but I'm being conservative. I'm talking about 1%, right? And I'm being conservative of just predict only 1,000. What if they bring in 2,000 or even 5,000 average, right? It's going to be a big amount and it's going to drive the price up even more, right? Because forever, I mean, very simple. So it's going to be the same as what we had previously, right? So, and a new member can just buy up a GM at 8,000. So why would they want to do it? Because if they do that, instead of the 0.5%, for the GM, what they get is 0.45% per day, right? Times 30 days, they will get extra FTC. So that is going to help to drive demand. So they will get extra 13.5% here, but it's in the form of FTC. And we don't even talk about compounding, right? We don't even talk about compounding. We are not talking about compounding yet. If they can actually compound if they want to, and this number is not inclusive of compounding. So they can actually earn extra, 13.5% instead of just 7.5%, right? So on top of that, they still actually enjoying the staking return, which is in the FUSD, which they can actually cash out every day. And imagine, even if they cash out in FUSD and eventually USDT, if they want more FTC, they still have to go to the market and buy. That is going to continue to drive demand for FTC. So that's the reason why I think, based on my opinion, this mechanism is really brilliant. It is going to help drive coin price. All right. And we are actually looking forward on this to actually waiting for the launch of this FTC staking, because this is definitely going to drive the price up. So that's the important question I think a lot of people is actually asking. And that's why I say based on this is important element 0.15 and 0.1 as well as 0.2, because this is most of the people that will do. So eventually, if you want to go up to the rank, the VP, SGP, ED, ND, those are the same, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, all the same. But what I want to highlight is MD Plus, all right? So this is the extra bonus the company is giving out. It's because the company is giving up extra 0.01% for MD Plus 1, and MD Plus 2 is extra 0.02%, and MD Plus 3 is 0.03%. And this is not going to be the same as what we had previously, and it's going to be better. Why? Because the payout is in FTC. And because of the mechanism we had, FTC price I would say will keep moving up on a daily basis. So, but your reward is in FTC. So your price is going up, right? So you will actually enjoy much better returns as compared to the past, because the past is only fixed, right? USDT, but now you have actually get it in FTC. And the most important part is FTC price is going to drive up by the demand from the mechanism of the staking program. So with a huge LPs, and I believe in time to come, the LPs may even drive up to billions, right? So with billions of LPs, all of us, we have FTC, we are not worried or not able to sell and get our USDT, right? It's that you're throwing a stone into a sea. You will not cause any disturbance. You will not cause big price movement. As compared to the rest of the coin, you can see the LP is only few 100,000. So if you want to sell 100,000, is how much? It's already 20% of the pool. Definitely it's going to move the price, right? But if you are selling even $1 million in $1 billion pool, will it cause a lot of disturbance? Yeah, maybe a little bit, but it's not big, it's not drastic. So that is the thing that, right, a lot of traders are looking forward to. A stable, a big liquidity pool with a lot of holders, right, and a lot of active tradings and a lot of demand. So what the company is doing is very straightforward. The company is building an ecosystem, right, for everybody. So instead of the company is contributing to the pool alone, they actually build a program allowing members to do it, right? So imagine this. Eventually, I will project, let's say, maybe 10% of the total addresses will be coming in. Let's say 3 million. Let's say 3 million addresses contributing to the pool, right? So which means what? 3 million of them, they can't be withdrawing at the same time, right? The chances are very, very, very slim, I would say. Couldn't be same time waking up at the different side of the bed, you think that you want to withdraw LP and everybody do the same. It's not going to be happening, right? So compared to a very small LP contributor, maybe you can see just now, right? Maybe there's some less than 10, there's some maybe 50, 70. It can actually work together. And we do this together, boom, that is gold. That is what we call what? Rug pool, right? So if you have 3 million, don't talk about 3 million, now we have 300,000, right? Would you think they're going to do this in the same consensus and do it together at the same time? It's very unlikely, right? So together with our FTC staking operation, right, our program, right, is even contributing even more liquidity into the pool. And these guys, right, if you put in 50K, right, I don't think you will just pull up like that unless you really needed the funds. And you can do it anytime, right? You can do it if you wish to want to unstake after the contract over. You can just remove and sell your FTC and remove your liquidity anytime. It's not locked, right? So that actually give a lot of flexibility because it's different now, right? It's all on the blockchain, right? It's all on the LPs, right? It's all right, and it's easy and it's different now. It's not one person decide, right? It's everybody decides how you want to move on with it, right? So that is the reason why we are actually pretty excited about the new FTC staking. That we hope that it's going to happen sooner than 25th. and I believe it will, because the company is working pretty hard now, the tech team, because of they have to move the liquidity back to FinTOch, right? Because they need to build up the ecosystem that we have been educating, right? We have to build up our FinTOch, we have our ecosystem, and we build our liquidity pool in FinTOch, all right? At the same time, and the whole world can see all the transaction, right? We can see the big LP pools, and we can see that the staking is going to happen, and we can see even bigger pools and bigger transaction to show the whole world, right? So then we will be able to list into bigger exchanges like Binance or even other bigger exchanges, and from there our coin price will get more valuable, all right? And I believe some of you guys have already seen our announcement that we have FinPay, right? We already have FinPay, that we are going to integrate all this together. So just give the company a couple more days, right? When we officially launch this FTC staking program. At the same time, they are working on the FinPay as well. So all this will be happening very, very soon. So that's why a lot of the members, they do not have the information, and they do not know how to so-called, understand the data. And we already make history, just now I shown you in terms of liquidity pool, in terms of LP holders, we already making history in DeFi. We're already making history in Dex. So, and we have you think about the company has already had so many addresses, right? That means the coin holders of FTC. And this is the most important element in the DeFi world or in the Dex world, right? In the crypto world. So how many of the projects can achieve this? I don't think so. Yes, and many, right? They can achieve so many addresses, coin holders in so short period of time, right? And we are talking only 1%, and we so many of our members are not aware, right? So what we are going to do, what the company going to do is to what? Is to monetize it, right? So we already have it. So what the company needs to do is to educate. So as soon as our FTC staking is launched, we will start to run events. We will start to run events in countries in Africa. So we are going to do in Africa. We're going to promote in Africa, and as well as the country like the Philippines, Vietnam, Korea, Japan, as well Australia, all these countries, and especially we will be focusing on South America, whereby I think in Europe that's not really going into it already. But countries like China, all these is having a lot of challenges at this moment of time. That is the reason why, because I think crypto is not really welcome in China, and it actually create a lot of problems for the company as well. So that's why the company is going to play down on China, but we will focus into more crypto-friendly countries. All right. So because now we are a real crypto project, right? We are focusing on the ecosystem. We are focusing on the FTC. We are focusing on our exchange, so that we can actually build the ecosystem together, right, with all the members, so that we can collectively work on it and bring the coin price up, which is beneficiary for a lot of members, because now we already 40 over days, right? So, I mean, it's just a blink of time. We are seeing ourselves into 100 days or 180 days, right? So by then, a lot of our members will really get full reward, mining reward, and you will get it every day. So imagine that is going to happen for the next 80 years, right? So that is something that the old members that are able to enjoy the returns from the mining. And imagine when the coin price there by then is 1,000. Even though you have a coin a day, you can actually sell it for 1,000. Or if the coin price is 2,000, 3,000, it's even better, right? But this kind of pricing need to be supported, right? Be supported by a good ecosystem, all right? By a good mechanism, as well as a very good big liquidity pool, right? If not, this is not going to happen, right? You can see so many of the coin prices, they just go up and straight away crash, and you cannot see them anymore, right? Because they don't have liquidity. Simple as that, right? So FTC is different. The way how the company structure the mechanism is very much different as compared to any other projects out there. I bet that you may not even seen any of them working as such as FTC, right? The most important part is the chain, right? The public chain is the one that is going to build more ecosystem around it, right? So that is the one that can stabilize and continue to be able to stabilize and grow the coin price. So I believe I have shared enough today. All right, so I believe there are members that may have some questions, so I will open the floor for some of the questions.